when it's all about yourself, it's so easy to lose motivation. Like when you're only looking out for yourself, when you're only thinking, oh, like I need to make this money so I can get these things, I can get these clothes, I can get this car, I can get that house. But it's not about that. It's about how you could share the process of you reaching that point and how you're helping others.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Manifest Wallace, and you're watching More Than a Dreamer. And today I have my good friend Charles Velasco.
What's up, man? How you doing?
How's it going, man? He's a dope realtor in Sacramento, just killing it, man. Like he's really like killing it. He's on social, like ramping it up every day. Even during these crazy times with the corona, we see Charles on there every day, still meeting with clients, still selling homes. I mean, so what's going on, Charles?
Not much. Of course, we're still selling homes and helping people buy and sell houses, but we're taking a huge approach onto like the safety aspect of it. We're doing stuff that we should be doing and nothing we shouldn't be doing. So as of right now, it's just all about client safety, and our family safety. So I'm probably only going outside like once a day right now.
It's crazy,
like
huh?
maybe an hour. Like I'm not like going to kickbacks with my friends or doing some stupid stuff, but we're still working and doing what we should be doing and keeping everything safe.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. So for the people out there who don't know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about like who you are and what you do?
So like I'm a realtor in Sacramento. I joined the family business I think I started 2017 and we started a team. And at the time, the only reason I did real estate, I didn't want to do it. My parents got me to because they're like, oh, we pay for your college, just help us out. Because I graduated from University of San Francisco with entrepreneurship and innovation degree. So my passion is more of like helping businesses grow and scale really fast through different ways. So I think when I joined the business, my mom was a realtor doing really well, selling 30, 50 homes a year. But as of right now, within 4 years, we're on pace to do 300 homes, like 250 to 300 homes this year.
That's epic.
Yeah, and we only got like maybe like 6, 7 agents. So it's not like we have like a crap load of people. It's more about in our team. My big thing is so I'm a co-team leader with with the other founder, Charles Velasco. So my big thing is I want everyone to hit their own individual goals. Like everyone has different goals. Everyone is at different places of life. Like we have someone that's retired right now that just wants to do 12 families buy or sell houses and have the extra income to live a good life. So everyone has their own individual goals, and we try to reverse engineer it and just put the work in that we need to hit it. So that's our big thing.
So how is it working with your mom?
Oh, at first it was very challenging. Like probably like one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But I mean, we have like a kind of like a Kobe and Shaq relationship where I'm like the young guy, like willing to put in extreme amounts of work. And she's like more the naturally talented Shaq where she just freaking is a killer. You just got to turn on her switch. So we feed off each other very well. And I think we work well together and we figured out our roles. And I think, as of right now, like we're just doing so freaking well. It's crazy.
That's awesome. So since you're in business with your mom, what was growing up for you like? Like, because like, did you always know you'd get into real estate? Like, what was growing up for you like?
No, so for me, like, I mean, I was just nonchalant. Like in high school, I had a serious girlfriend at the time. So I was just, like being a high school kid, having fun. And then like I went to college. I lived in San Francisco. So I had a lot of fun living there. So I got a lot, like I partied a lot, did the typical stuff that a college person would do. Right. And then I figured out my sophomore. And then when I graduated college, I kind of got that out of my system. And I was like, all right, let's go. Let's do this. And then, I mean, my parents really pressured me to help the family business. And I saw that there's a lot of potential with helping my family out. And of course they invest a lot of money into me. So it's kind of like the right thing to do. And the plan was to only do it for a few years and then leave once I got over it. But I really like it. And I really enjoy it for now. And I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing like in 10, 20 years, but I know like I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. And that's all that matters.
Yeah. Did you have any other passions growing up? Like was there anything that you wanted to do growing up?
Yeah, there was a lot of things I like to do. Like I like I really like playing basketball. I really like playing tennis. But with that, I mean, I didn't have the right mentors. I didn't have the right work ethic. I didn't have the right genetics for that. Like, of course, basketball, like it's a lot about genetics as well. Like, I mean, I get injured pretty easily. So, I mean, just being able to play is a big thing. So, I mean, for me, it was just not having the right mentors at the time and realizing that, hey, like there's like, I really enjoyed like inspiring and helping other people see and like push their limits and stuff like that, encouraging others. I think that's really my passion.
That's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah.
So when did you, because like you said, you went to college for entrepreneurship. So how long did it take you to like grow into the passion of being a realtor?
A while. It really sucked at first. I mean, no one my age was buying or selling houses. It was really tough. I was doing open houses every weekend. I was working 80, 100-hour weeks, trying to figure out what works, and it really sucked. Like, I'm just gonna be point blank. It really sucked. It was challenging, and I was doubted myself for the first like year or two. But then I did a lot of stuff that sucked that would work on. So I focused on my skill set first because I know the skill set is the biggest thing that matters. So I worked on that. And then once I got the skill set, and then once I implemented a lot of different digital strategies, old school strategies, like I kind of combined it and figured out what worked for me.
That's dope. So where did you get this drive from? Because I've been like, we've been like, obviously we went to high school together for a little bit, so we've been Facebook friends, and just like starting like a couple years back, I would see you like posting videos, like in your car, posting books you're reading, and like getting like super disciplined. So where did all that come from?
Uh, it's hard. Like it's something that like you gotta look into yourself. I feel like everyone has that killer instinct, killer drive, but you gotta figure out what you're passionate about, and you gotta look deep inside yourself. Like what motivates you. What motivates me is that I have right now, with all this coronavirus shit happening, I don't have a choice. Like I have employees that rely on me. Like I have my team that relies on me. Like I'm handling this a lot better than my own parents, and I'm seeing it way better. I'm motivating the team and making it clear on what we need to do to even come out better and do better right now, even with all these things happening. So you just have to have that accountability. Like you have no choice. Like this is a family business. Like we have all employees. Like everyone needs like you kind of have to have people that hold you accountable to a higher standard, and you just don't want to let them down. Like if I didn't have anyone hold me accountable, man, I would love to like just chill out and do all that. But it's just right now, like I put too much pressure on myself. Like if I don't do what I need to do right now, I probably wouldn't be able to see my girlfriend as much as I do. I wouldn't be able to feed my dog, pay my mortgage. Like you just had to do so many things to increase your accountability that it's so freaking uncomfortable that you literally have zero choice.
How old are you?
I'm 25, turning 26 this year.
That's crazy. Dealing with a mortgage. That's how you know he leveled up quick.
It was scary, man. I was like, holy shit, I got this to take care of. And then, yeah, I mean, you just got to make yourself uncomfortable. That's really the truth. Like, and then you got to make it more than like, if you're doing everything for yourself, you're not going to get far. You got to look out for other people. That's really the big thing.
Okay. So would you say that your purpose might be, that your purpose is looking out for people type of thing?
Yeah,
or helping
looking
people?
out for people and like motivating people. Like I'll post myself fucking waking up at 4 a.m. and working out at 4:30 and like fucking squatting and doing deadlifts and like benching. And man, I'm not fucking the strongest person. Oh, someone's calling me. I'm gonna ignore this. But I'm not the strongest person in the world. Like I'm not there's no genetics in that. Like if anything, like it's just me wanting to make myself better and motivating other people. Like, hey, like I might post on my story me working out that early, and then some old person like that's 50, that's a realtor in like Texas will see that and be like, oh, if Charles could do that shit, then I could fucking work out at 7, 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I could affect one more person's life every day, that's really my motivation.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
really
So,
cool.
I mean, I have unlimited energy off of that.
Man, that's a blessing because it's hard, like.
Oh, it is hard. And it's like, you gotta, when it's all about yourself, it's so easy to lose motivation. Like when you're only looking out for yourself, when you're only thinking, oh, like I need to make this money so I can get these things, I can get these clothes, I can get this car, I can get that house. But it's not about that. It's about how you could share the process of you reaching that point and how you're helping others. Because when you help others, like you run on an eternal battery, like you run on an unlimited battery.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it seems like your mindset is like, how did you develop this mindset? Because I know, like, when you tell this story, right, you're already at the place where your mindset is just like almost unbreakable, you know? But what was there ever a time where you almost broke? You know, like,
Literally all the time.
can you give us like one story when you're like, man, I'm done with this shit?
Probably about like 100 times my real estate career. But even like before that, I mean, we all go through mental traumas. We all go through like hard times in our lives. Like some people just don't talk about it. Like it's just everyone goes through that, and that's the thing that should drive you. Like you want to run away from that moment as much as possible. Like everyone has a really dark moment. Like for me, like I remember graduating college and then being like, holy shit, like my parents spent all this money on college for me. Like, and all these people are saying, oh, it wasn't worth it to send your kid to college. I earned their money back so fucking fast. The business that they're like really grateful. But it's like, I want, like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. I always think about the dark times all the time. Like the lowest point of your life is what's going to keep you motivated.
That's your driving force. Never going back to that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to revisit it. As painful as it is, you got to revisit it and be like, holy shit, if I went through that, like I could go through this today. Like what's the hardest thing I got to do today is reach out to a ton of people and see if they might need my help. Like, is that really a hard day?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then like going through where I went, where, man, like I just didn't have any purpose after college. Because like after college, man, like for a couple of months, I was just drinking every weekend, enjoying myself. Like, you know, like a young person's supposed to do. But you always had to live through that time period because you got to enjoy yourself. Like,
yeah,
you only have one life. Like, you got to get all that stuff out of your system. You just got to have fun with life and you just keep moving forward.
How was your mindset at that point? Because I know, like, for me, and I know a lot of recent college graduates, once they graduate, they're like, oh, shit, you know? Like, now, like, life's getting real. Like, you had this awesome plan when you were younger, and it didn't work out the way you wanted to, you know? So for you, like, once you graduated, did you have, like, that oh, shit moment? I got to, like, figure out what I'm going to do?
So you got to just, like, listen to yourself, like, deep inside and be like, what direction do I want to go? Like, at that direction, I was like, at that point, I was like, oh, help the family business is the right thing to do at the bottom of my heart. Like, you got to figure out that right direction, and then you got to come out with a plan with it. And my plan was to just do it for 3 years and then leave, but it didn't end up being like that. And now, like, even with this coronavirus shit, like, I'm figuring out my right direction. Like, right now is the fucking perfect time to reflect on your life and figure out where you want to go. Like, this makes it so clear on what's important to you. This makes it so clear who really cares about you. And then now you could figure out yourself, like, if anything, this is a blessing that we have all this time to ourselves, because a lot of people, like even myself, I wasn't happy with myself going into this. Cause even though all these things were really nice and I had all these nice things and I was doing really well, like there was a lot of things that I was taking for granted, like my family, my girlfriend, like my even dog. Like there's so many things I was taking for granted. So right now, like, it's a really good time to figure out what type of life you want to live for these next 1 to 3 months. And then from there, work on it now. So by the time we're done with this, you could move forward with it.
So you're talking about like work-life balance?
Yeah, work-life balance. So just figuring out like what type of like for example, like where do you want to live within a year? How much income you want to make? The work it takes to make that type of income. Reverse engineer it from there. And then just figuring out like what type of relationship you want, like stuff like that. Like you just have to write it down, and then it'll be clear to you. Because a lot of the thing is just knowing exactly what you want and working towards it.
And you're saying that once, you said going into this, you're working too much, and you weren't the happiest, but you felt like you had to work. Now that you have more time to be around family, you're realizing that you're missing that happiness from being around family.
Yeah, like even my own parents, like they quarantine. Like I don't see them. Like they're quarantined in their house. They don't want to see me.
Oh, you don't go over there at all?
No, like I'm just in my house and my cousin's staying here and my dog's here.
Wow, where does your girlfriend live?
Oh, she lives in Toronto, so we're doing the whole long distance thing. So I
Oh
mean,
man.
it was hitting the fan. Like my grandma died, like literally the week the coronavirus like started being serious, like mid March, I think.
But it wasn't from that, right?
No, I don't think it wasn't from that. She had cancer, but like it was just like a lot of shit was hitting the fan, and I reached a very like even recently I just reached a very low point in my life. But then I realized, okay, like what am I upset about? How could I move on from this? How could I come out better? And now I figured that out, and now I'm taking action on it. And how could I safely run my business? That was my biggest thing. Like, how can I safely run my business for everyone? Yeah.
Yeah, because you got so much good momentum. It's like you don't want to stop it. So,
Oh yeah.
so can you tell us? You said your plan was to only be in it for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So, can you tell us about why you had that plan, and then talk about what ended up happening? You know, like what you thought was going to happen to what ended up happening for you.
Oh yeah. So I thought our team would eventually be doing like 100, 200 homes a year, and then I would leave and I'd have like good money saved for whatever next thing I wanted to do. But now it's like it's exponentially growth like crazy. And now like I'm at the point where I just want to hit my goal. My huge goal is 100 homes this year, which is freaking crazy and a lot
Is
of
that
work.
for you personally?
Personally, yeah, like help 100 families buy and sell houses. So I mean, I'll probably be on track by the half year. So my goal is to be at 40 by the half year, and I feel like a lot of momentum will be built up by then. But yeah, everything is going smooth so far with everything that's happened, and I just want to keep focusing on doing this stuff. It's really just repetition and being bored. Like like success is really boring. Like you just do the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, the most successful people, that's what they do. They find something they're good at, they master it, and
Yeah, routines all
repeat.
day. Like I do
Yeah,
this stuff every fucking day. I wear black t-shirts all the time because I'm too late. Like unless I'm like going out somewhere, but like if I'm just hanging out in my house, like I don't want to like think about what I'm wearing. Like it's the same black Uniqlo large. You
yeah. Even like Mark Zuckerberg, he wears the same like outfit every day.
don't have to
Same
be
with
that extreme,
Steve
but like,
Jobs.
you don't have to be that extreme where you're going out. Like if you're at the point you want to be a billionaire, you might. But I mean, if you're just trying to like do well, like for me, all I care about is living a good lifestyle and giving my kids college and cars, and that's all. Like they're free. Like they could do whatever the hell they want. Like I'm not gonna give them any more money after
I feel that. So
that.
wait, so how much is like once you get 100 homes, how much is that like netting profit for you?
Netting profit. I mean, average commission. Like so, a $400,000 house, which is average sales price, times 2.5% is 10,000. So that'll probably be like 1 million in income, and then after expenses, like because I could tax write off a lot of stuff. So
That's
it,
dope.
it,
And this is
it,
all in Sacramento.
yeah, mostly Sacramento. I do some Bay Area, but I mean it's a lot of work. Like it's
How'd you do your? Is this your third year in?
yeah. So
So how's your first year and your second year?
fourth year in, like my first year was like I think I only did around like 10. Yeah. So right now, like I'm on pace to hit my goal, like which is crazy. But I mean, with all this stuff happening, I just got to stay mentally strong and just keep working and doing the same thing over and over again and just keep pushing. But I mean, yeah.
So okay, so based on your journey, right?
Yeah.
Since you, like you said, you've been at like you've had dark moments and you've had a lot of like success at this point. To be more than a dreamer, right? A dream is one thing, but you have to put action towards that dream. You have to execute
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So we want to like give dreamers actionable tips that they can apply so that they can start executing on their dreams. You know, so based on your expertise and all the things that you have done like in your life, what are some tips that you could give that have worked for you personally that could help the next person?
So just simplify everything you need to do. Like, I mean, in the beginning, you're gonna have to work a lot of hours up front. Just, I mean, equally, like if you're trying to do anything big, like 10 to 14 hours a day up front until you could start delegating and paying people for tasks. But just simplifying exactly what you need to do. Like for me, my number one goal every workday, set 2 appointments with people that need help selling and buying houses. So for example, if I set 40 appointments this month and I convert 25 or 30%, that's 8 to 12 new people in contract to buy and sell houses. So you got to figure out that one thing that you do every day that will get you the result you want. If that makes sense. Like, I have a friend that has crazy amount of talent named Ryan, and he had a video that got reposted by Chris Brown. All his stuff has like 100 shares, 1,000 shares, everything he posts. And I told him, I'm like, if you really want to take your social media presence to the next level, you have to just focus on one video a day. But now he's ramping it up to 2 videos a day. So it's just figuring out that one thing that you can do. Like, what's your goal, Julian?
I said the goal for More Than a Dreamer is to just create like a enormous community where we can like help provide like actionable tips, to like inspire and take people like step by step through like accomplishing their goals. So the goal for that is like just really like Facebook right now, like growing a community on Facebook, and then having that like trickle into like YouTube and Instagram and all the other platforms.
Oh yeah, do you have a Facebook group and everything that people interact with?
Not a Facebook group yet, just a page. Because right now we just crossed 10,000 fans.
Crazy.
Thanks, and we're about to and we're getting close to 30,000 1-minute views. So what that means is that by this time, hopefully next week, I should be able to monetize all of my videos on Facebook, and Facebook will pay me.
Oh, yeah. And then YouTube too, right? Like you're on YouTube.
Yeah, but Facebook actually pays a lot more.
Oh, yeah. I know YouTube has a lot of people on there like crazy.
Yeah, Facebook, you can actually run ads, right?
Yeah.
You can run ads for videos and also get paid for those same videos.
Oh, that's crazy because, Facebook wants the attention on their platform. That's their number one revenue driver. So, yeah, I mean, that's really good. 10,000 is amazing.
Thank you.
I have a goal to build a real estate group to 100,000 this year by June. So I'm working on that right now. We're going about like 100 a day in the group. So I still gotta push more for that. But I mean, with everything going on, like all this craziness, I gotta check in on everyone. It's been a little tough.
That's dope though. Like so you're the admin for the group?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm the admin for the group. So I built it. So the Facebook group's called How to Sell 1 or More Homes a Month with Social Media. So I just invite a ton of realtors. You could probably help me out with this, building this, because you're an expert at this. I just help realtors from around the nation. Of course, like not people that sell houses around that, but I provide value every day, talk with them. We share ideas. We share what's working. Like right now we have 1,000, like kind of like reach out to 1,000 people in the month challenge that we're all doing. And I'm giving away 2 AirPods to whoever like two
giveaways. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, just create an online community where we all benefit from each other and share everything. And everyone's been really cool. Like I get referrals and stuff like that to help people. I mean, it's been really nice, especially everyone's like freaking out about the coronavirus, but it's like, all you have to do is take the safety precautions and just work still. Like, cause by the time, like if anything, people take like 3 months off. Mm-hmm. You know how hard it's going to be to like get back on track after that?
Yeah.
Like imagine like us on summer vacation. It's hard for us to do school.
Like you said, you've built this routine and it's hard once you fall out of that routine to jump right back into it,
As an entrepreneur or like a regular worker, like you want to stay in the course. And I mean, if anything, there's going to be people that come out better or worse from this. And some people will never come back from this experience. Like
I imagine like the benefit that we have is that we're still at the beginning of our careers.
Yeah.
But it'd be one thing if you grew your career for like 20 years and you saw it just go into shambles, like that'd be hard to like stomach.
But I mean, like it's just those people have to realize they have a responsibility because they probably have employees. Like they can't just fold. Like they have to work freaking 10, 16-hour days. Like even 7 days a week. Like that's a responsibility you take when you hire people. Your responsibility is to provide a roof over their families' heads and shelter and food on the table. Like you don't have a choice. Like this is what you signed up for. That's just how I see it. Like now that I see small business owners or even other realtors not taking their stuff seriously or not even working, I'm like, what are you doing? Like
that's that Mamba mentality right there. Mamba mentality.
It just doesn't make sense. Like you signed up for this. Of course, this isn't for everyone, but you have to do it. Like you have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, so for the people listening, like Charles, you have about like how many friends do you have on Facebook and on Instagram?
Facebook like 4K, Instagram like I have like 5,600 followers. It's going up like really fast though. Like, everything's like exponentially growing like crazy, and I like documenting the work of doing all this stuff because like people get inspired by all the work because like for me, I mean, if I didn't post me working, people would just think, oh, he's spoiled. Oh, he got a handout because his parents are in real estate. Blah blah blah. I even heard like people say, "Oh, I wish I was in real estate. I wish my family was in real estate." I'm like, dude, you do not understand like the first thing like about like how much hard work this takes.
So you're just showing them, look, I'm still working. I'm working
So,
harder
like
than
I
you.
document the journey, just like I'm like, hey, bro, like I'm up at 4 a.m. You woke up at 10 a.m. and you're playing 2K. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
you,
I'm a very competitive person, and like it ignites my fire when people say stupid stuff.
that's good. And do you get a lot of your deals from your social medias?
Yeah, social media, like, so I get a lot from past clients, social media, people I know, like Sphere, like people like you, and then like agent referrals. So those are my four ways of getting
I
business.
was gonna say that's like for the people listening, like Charles doesn't have 1 million followers, and he's on track to sell like 100 homes this year. You know, so
Yeah.
you don't need to have like a crazy number to have impact. You know, it's like that's
Yeah. And it's like I create a real connection with like almost every follower, anyone I'm connected with. I still stay in touch with you, man. Like we haven't seen each other since like Jesuit, like
I
ninth grade.
know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I still like hit you up. I'm still the same person. You know what I'm saying? I don't act brand new with anyone. I'm always like open to like talking with everyone and being cool with everyone. Like I'm still the same person.
That's dope. So
Yeah.
real quick, this is a new thing we're starting, but can you give us your top three people or things that have inspired you the most throughout your life?
Okay. So number one person. So like I'll give you guys on like a little inside tip or whatever that like inside person that I'm connected with. So do you know who Tim Grover is?
Tim Grover? No.
So he trained Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Dwayne Wade. So
Oh snap!
so like even they had a coach. So I get mindset training by him once a week, and then I have Dave. Who else really inspires me? David Goggins. Do you guys know who David? Yeah, David Goggins is a beast, and then Gary Vee. Like those three people probably impacted my life the most.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, it's just like I mean, Gary Vee's like the Elon Musk.
Hustle, hustle, hustle. That's Gary
Yeah,
Vee. I see that in you.
the Elon Musk of marketing, and then I mean, I have the mindset stuff, like, and then I have a real estate coach too. So I mean, I spend money like because my mindset is like I spend a lot of money to learn, but it's kind of like an investment. Like if you spend $1,000 a month and you're learning from someone that like $1,000 a month on real estate coaching, that's what I spend, and someone helps
Tom,
make
Tom, right?
Tom Ferry, yeah.
Tom
So
Ferry.
he has a lot of different coaches and everything. It's just in my mindset. It's like if I spend $1, I want to 10x my investment. Like if I
Yeah,
spend with myself or my business. So I mean, if I'm spending $1,000 a month and I'm making 10 because I get an idea from all the community of coaching members and I get an idea, or I just get the inspiration and accountability, then that's so worth the money.
yeah. Like the best investments are the investments we spend on ourselves, like
Yeah.
feeding our brains and learning. Those are the best
And
investments.
like how much ahead could you get on people if they stop learning after high school and college?
Yeah,
It's crazy. The only competition is ourselves. Like, I love all my competitors. Like they push me and they're all nice to me. We all work together. Like, if they have a house that my client wants, like they work hard to like, we're just cool with each other. And we all appreciate each other's hard work because we all benefit from inspiring each other.
so and real quick, I just had a thought. Can you talk about like the importance of reading? Because I know you read a lot of books.
Oh, reading. So, I mean, I read, I'm on track to read 52 books this year. And I
So
mean,
one a week.
yeah, one a week. I mean, so all these successful people, like just think about it. Like, would you rather try to figure things out for 10 years or figure it out in like a week? So, so like these are like Tim Grover. Like I read Relentless, his book once a month. So
I gotta I gotta
and
find that one. Is it audio books or all like actual reading?
actual reading. So I watched a YouTube video on how Bill Gates retains so much information. So what he does is he writes notes in the margins. So I'll write like 1 or 2 notes per page on the margin so I could retain it better. When you write it stays in your brain a lot better. So a lot of the things I'm talking to you guys about, like on this podcast, I learned from other people. Like I didn't make this stuff up myself.
Yeah. But it's interesting, like that's what consultants do too. Like if you ever want to consult or be like a coach, you just take what you've learned from all the experts have taught you and you teach it to someone else, you know?
Oh yeah, like I've had like some like people like offer to pay me hundreds an hour just to mentor them on like digital marketing or other stuff,
See?
business stuff. And I'm like, I think maybe down the line I'll do stuff like that. But right now I really enjoy real estate and it's really fun. And I mean, just helping out the everyday person like makes me really happy.
Yeah. Well, that's dope. I mean, this is a dope conversation. Like your mentality is like, I can see Gary Vee all in you. I see Kobe in you. You just like hustle. You like, I don't give a fuck. Like work. Yeah, but like, it's like stop complaining, get it done.
No, I mean like think about it. It's like, dude, what like okay, what's gonna make you feel better, working or not working and just hanging around? Like I don't know. Like there's a time and place for everything. Everyone has different goals, but you could take your breaks on the weekends and like you could still work on the weekdays. And if anything, like you like even as a regular employee, you have to think, hey, like this is not only going to affect my family, this is going to affect my manager's family, my other coworkers' family, my CEO's family. Like everyone's going to get infected. Like everyone's role, as even if you're the smallest person in the company, if you don't bring it that day, the chance of the company going down during this time is very high.
Yeah, facts.
And it's like your energy, like people don't realize that like the smallest person means everything. Like that's just what it is. Like no one's more important than another person. Everyone's role is important on the team.
I like that. Well, thank you, Charles, for talking with us. Great conversation, man.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.